soon as you see that, oh, okay. All right, go ahead, Felix. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to PCG Live, and our boy Felix brought us in today.
Hi, Felix.
Yeah, what up, Felix?
So I didn't do it today because I think I figured out what's doing the choppiness, and I think it's because I'm team viewing in, so I think it's causing lag at the same time. So asked him. He is our engineer, broadcast engineer lead, so he's the one that takes care of all that stuff. So I was like, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you just start this for us? So nice. I got my two favorite flavors immediately in the first package.
That means it's going to be a good show.
Yeah, it's going to be a great show. So I love pink and red. The first package I opened a Starburst.
Ooh.
Kyle's like, yeah.
Ooh.
And then we're going to start selling fruit smoothies here.
Ooh.
And the guy brought some demos.
I'm going to get one every time I come.
So I don't even know how much we're selling them for, but
I don't care. It's a fruit smoothie.
yeah, so but it is Thursday, our favorite day of the week, where we sit here and we talk about what we love the most, and that's video games. And there's a lot of stuff to video game related to talk about today. So a couple things I want to run through real quick before we get started. There's a bunch of events that we have going on here at PCG. So let me just pull up my event list so that way I don't forget anything. First and foremost, we have Ultimania coming up.
Ultimania!
We got Ultimania coming up on May 4th, which I don't even have on our list here for Platinum City Gaming. That's okay.
We got 50 things on there.
Yeah. So Ultimania is coming up May 4th. That's the event that we've been talking about every week. So be ready for that. May 1st, we have the Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament, our very first Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament. That's on Board Game Night, so that's on Wednesday. Then we have Battledome 4, we officially created the event for today. That is on May 25th. And that is Mortal Kombat 11, Ultimate, Melee, Street Fighter 5, Dragon Ball Fighters, Tekken 7, which we applied for the Tekken 7, that Battledome event, to be counted as the Tekken Tour that's going on. So you may get credits for that.
Nice.
And then what else is going to be there? Soul Calibur, in case I didn't say that. And then on June 1st, we're doing a beer tasting at PCG.
Tasting.
A beer tasting.
Yep. I don't want it that low. We have Harpoon going to be here giving some samples. And Clown Shoes is a part of Harpoon. Clown Shoes are going to be here, and Sam Adams will be here. It's 2 hours long. It's from 9 to 11. It's either 9 to 11. I think it's 9. Yeah, 9 to 11. And within the 2 hours, you get samples of the beer. Get to play unlimited gaming on consoles and PCs as well. So good stuff. And then we're not going to start talking about June yet, but June we have Disney Day at PCG where it's like Disney cosplay, and then June 8th that night is Disney After Dark where it's 21 plus cosplay.
I'll be at Disney After Dark.
So that's going to be a good time. It's going to be a very good time.
Speaking of Disney,
He fought for that one.
Oh,
He fought for that one.
He did.
Lined it up, and I nailed it. Right?
That was a good hit.
Andre,
Oh, God.
why do you not like Coco?
Oh, that's right. You got to save that for the show. So, all right, real
I
quick.
wasn't even talking about the show. I was
gotta
saying
get
in
this
general.
out of the way.
I was even talking about saving it for the show. I was saying save it like we'll talk about it like at time. I wasn't saying on the show.
Oh, you said save it, and I assumed it was for the show.
I
so
assumed
now
it
you're
was
on
for the
fire.
show. I assumed that. So, real quick, just to break this thing down, we were having a conversation about Disney movies in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, Disney songs.
Yep.
Disney soundtracks. And Kyle brought up Coco, and Andre said he hated Coco. So that just baffled the entire chat. We were just like, okay, why do you hate Coco?
They're both just like, what the?
And then he's like, I'll save it for later.
So
No, it's not. It's not nothing deep.
it's
just,
later.
It was just like Moana to me. I didn't like. It was so hyped.
All right, so you don't like Moana? You don't?
I don't like Moana.
Oh,
either.
wow.
Jesus.
What's crazy is I love Frozen, but I don't like Moana, and I don't like Coco.
Okay. So what about it that you don't like?
It wasn't necessarily like a thing. It was just like it was so hyped, and I watched it after it started winning all the awards. I think the next year it won Mad Awards. It won like Song of the Year. So when Kyle said it, you know, I don't like it, but everybody else loves that movie. But I don't know. It just felt left like completely left field. Like Never Ending Story was completely left field, but it worked. That's a Never Ending Story. Nightmare Before Christmas was completely left field, but it worked in its own creepy way.
Yo, that was my shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like that worked in its own creepy way.
I don't want to say it, but I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna tell you guys. I don't want to tell you, but I'm gonna tell you. I kind of wanted to be a surprise, but it's not official. Should I say it? All right. So, anyways, for Disney Day, me and the family are gonna dress up as the Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, see.
So I'm gonna be Jack. I'm gonna be Jack. My wife's gonna be what's her face. And my kids. Can you guess who three of my kids? Three of my four.
The little kids that work.
The three kids. Yeah.
See, that's perfect.
Yeah. They don't know yet.
Feels like we just signed them up.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, they don't know yet. They don't know
we
yet.
just signed them up.
Yeah. And then my fourth child's kind of. I feel bad because she's adopted.
Yeah.
And now we kind of just made her the oddball. So there's no more characters that she can actually dress up as. So, but she's not really into that.
She could do the dog. She could do the little dog.
Oh, she could. Yeah, no, she could. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a good one. Well, in case she doesn't want to be, I can picture her being Moana. That's kind of why she's a big Moana fan.
When is the Disney night?
It's a Saturday.
Yes.
It's
okay.
a Saturday.
So I can be there. If it was a Friday, I would have been like, Van, don't do this.
Nah, dude, we don't do. You know what our Fridays are.
Yes, I'm gonna be here for that. And there's so many different people I want to dress up as. But like I said, Nightmare Before Christmas worked when it was creepy. But I felt like Coco, I didn't like the whole dead vibe thing. Like my kids are asking me questions, and then I'm watching it, and I'm just like, it didn't give me that Nightmare Before Christmas vibes. It was more like it was like.
Well, you know that's the Mexican.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I respected it, but it was just like I'm watching it, and I'm just like, this movie got mad hype. Like,
I think it was fantastic.
Frozen got ridiculous hype too, but. When I watched Frozen, it was before it got that hype. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if I watched Coco before then, I would have been like, all right, this is hot. But Frozen I got before everyone jumped on that bandwagon. So, like, when I watched it, I loved it because it wasn't the typical Disney story. And neither was Coco, but Frozen wasn't the typical Disney story. Like, the prince comes to save the day, and you have to find a lover. It was like sister bonding, which was pretty cool to me. So, like I said, I got Frozen before all that. Everybody doing the sing-alongs and all that. I caught Frozen before the bandwagon started. You know what I mean? I got it when people weren't talking about it yet. And Coco, I watched after everyone was talking about it, and it won like 20 awards. So I wasn't, like I said, it wasn't a bad movie. It just wasn't one that I would put in my top 50. Not even in my top 100 maybe in Disney.
Of Disney movies?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't even have Coco in my top 100.
That's pretty disrespectful.
What? There's so many Disney movies, man. We talked about it last week, and we were just throwing out through the week. We were all still just throwing out names.
To be honest, I forgot Coco was even a Disney movie.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. It was like it's a part of that. I didn't like Moana, man. I'm just saying, man. Moana had really.
I don't understand why.
It had really great CGI, and I love The Rock, but.
Okay.
I wish they had a little more focus on that island, because the island was interesting to me. Like the kids were interesting. I thought they were gonna give us some more focus, but Moana.
So you're what I call like the opposite of people that ride the bandwagon. Like you are the person that hates everything when people hop on the bandwagon.
Oh yeah, definitely.
No.
If
I'm only kidding. You are definitely not that person. I know people that are like that, Javier. But anything that's good, he decides he's not gonna like.
No, yeah, I won't purposely do it. Like.
What, an anime is on Netflix? Oh, any anime on Netflix is whack. Yeah, it's so funny because there was 3 shows he named he liked is now on Netflix.
Especially Megaloblocks, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. Like, a lot of times I catch it. Most of the time I see it first anyway. But yeah, Coco just didn't ring my bell like a lot of some of the other newer movies did. I didn't like Tangled either, by the way. Tangled was horrible to me. But yeah, that's my answer to that. It's no specific reason. It wasn't like it was a bad movie. It just, I don't know. I feel like it won Mad Awards, so I can't hate on it. That movie I think had
That's right.
It had like 9 awards. That's insane.
What is it?
Coco had like 9
Oh yeah,
music
yeah.
awards.
I think the music in it was fantastic. I think the music in it was awesome. I thought it was
yeah, it was.
very humorous.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it was good.
I've been listening to that all day now.
And
I have a YouTube playlist with all Disney songs.
in spite of Andre over here.
Exactly.
I was like, I'm just doing it because Andre said he doesn't like it.
I don't understand how you not like that song though. That's the thing.
No, it ain't the song. I just didn't like the movie. The song's pretty good. That's a pretty good song.
I respect it. I respect
and
everyone's
it's deep.
opinion.
It's a deep emotional movie. That's what's dope too.
I don't think you're wrong for not liking it. I was just curious for your reasoning.
Yeah, there's not a specific like, I hated this thing or I hated that.
Because personally, I think Coco actually, if anything, the reason why I asked is because Coco wasn't a movie that everyone loved.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just I think a lot of people just didn't talk about it. And I don't think it was just because it wasn't good. I just think it was, that's like Grandma's Boy. Like anyone that's ever watched Grandma's Boy loves Grandma's Boy.
That's my movie.
No one's ever said Grandma's Boy was a bad movie, but you don't hear a lot of people talking about it.
That's true.
So I think it's one of those cases for Coco.
It definitely didn't get
And
that.
all those people are un poco loco.
Yeah.
Coco Poco Noco. Yeah, so that was our little discussion that we had. So but anyways, on to the news. First and foremost, Smash Ultimate 3.0 update finally released yesterday. And when I say finally, it's because no one knew a time because Nintendo didn't release a time. And then when they released the time, it wasn't even for that time. It was all over the place. It pissed off a lot of people.
It really was.
Yeah, it was pissing off a lot of people. And then when they did release it, it crashed the servers.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
So then, therefore, people couldn't even sign in to get the Joker. So I got to play Joker for a few hours today. I love him. That might be my new character, actually.
I haven't seen
Really?
anything
Yeah.
yet.
I enjoy him a lot. There's a lot of hate for him already, but this is just any new character. Anytime the new character comes out, there's a lot of hate. Oh, he's broken. He's broken.
Does he fight like Robin at all? I imagined Robin kind of.
No. To me, he's fast, but not fast at the same time. Like his rolls are slow.
Yeah.
His neutral air is awesome. His side B is great. And then he has his persona. All right, so one of my flaws, and I got to figure it out, is his persona comes out at random times. So, like, when it fills up, it just gets used automatically. Like, you don't control it. So it's not like Cloud's Limit Break where you use it. As far as I know, I could be completely wrong. But every time I've used it, I've never called my persona, and my persona automatically comes out. So, but the side B's dope. The up air, the up smash, up air when you have persona is great. He also has a tether grab. Which is cool. So, like, I enjoy him greatly. Like, he's my type of character. I see him a mix between, like, Cloud and Crumb.
That's why.
I was going to say Cloud and Roy.
Yeah, that's it.
And I like, not so much Roy. Roy's a heavy. So.
But doesn't he kind of have, like, a moveset kind of like a Joker?
No.
Or maybe it's just like his animation.
I would say he's more like Crumb in Marth than he is Roy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
But like minus the sword. You know what I mean? Like when I say like he moves like them, and then but he's a lot more agile. I see him agile, almost like Sheik, not as much like Sheik. I would say a mix between like somewhere in the middle between Sheik and Zero Suit.
Oh, he's that agile?
He's pretty agile. Oh, yeah, he's pretty agile. Yeah, he's pretty agile.
Okay.
And that's my type of players, like people that are quick. That's why I liked Inkling so much, is because it was so quick, and he was strong. But like I'm really favoring Bowser in this game just because of how strong and heavy Bowser is, and he's so much faster in this one than he was in 4.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I'm really liking Bowser. It's just. Literally off of 2 hits, you can cause up to 30% just off 2 hits. So it's like less work, more patience with the character though, in the sense of everything is about, you can't just throw out just random stuff. Opposed to like someone like Joker, it's more combo heavy of a character. Joker, Zero Suit, stuff like that.
Do you think someone's gonna be brave enough to use him Friday?
So he's not legal yet. He has to be out for 2 weeks for him to be legal. to give people time to actually play them. But like if people want to do friendly, like a gentleman's agreement and say, hey, we can both pick Joker. I'm okay with the Joker as long as it's gentleman's, then that's fine. But it's got to be agreed on by both. But do I think people want to use it? Oh yeah. I think the Joker is the new Bayonetta for a little while. When Bayonetta came out, I can definitely see him as that. He's definitely a lot better than I thought he was gonna be.
Is he more heavy or light?
No, light.
Okay.
I'd say he's a medium. He's a medium. Definitely, he's definitely in the class of like I said,
Like you said,
Marth.
that makes sense.
Yeah, Marth, Cloud. They're not heavies. They're mediums, and he's quick. His weapons are a lot like very fast. He's got a gun, but his gun it's like 1-2 shots. It's easy to get through. So. But I enjoy him a lot. Like he's definitely my feel. Like he's my type of character. I don't think he's broken. I think there are definitely some things with him, but it's just you got to learn it.
King K. Rool is broken. There's a difference. There's a difference.
His problem is everything is armor, but people have figured it out. You know what I mean? So he's not so bad anymore. It's just he has armor everything.
Have they fixed him since launch? Because I haven't really played Smash a lot.
I heard that the 3.0 update got a lot of work done. So I don't. Yeah. I heard a lot of buffs. I mean, a lot of whatchamacallits.
Nerfs.
Nerfs, yeah. So.
I seen. Is it true that I don't know if they add that in the update, but they have like some Sonic character costumes, right?
Yeah.
I could have sworn I seen Knuckles as one.
Yeah, they re-added Tails and Knuckles.
Yeah, I was like, it's for the Mii fighters. I was excited because at first I didn't see the Mii face, and from a distance it looks just like Knuckles. Because I seen the Mii face, I was like,
yeah, I haven't even played with that stuff yet. So
I was like, I want Knuckles in this game so bad.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, he definitely needs to be a character.
Knuckles is my favorite, man.
He definitely needs to be a character. What else did we have here?
I gotta download that now. Now I gotta download the freaking season pass.
What else did we have here?
I could have easily segued, but I didn't want to mess up.
Go ahead. No, that's it for Smash. So if you have a segue, please be my guest.
I was about to say, speaking of Knuckles.
Oh.
And the company he's a part of.
That is a good one. That's a good one.
The Sega came out and announced some pretty interesting news today. So, obviously, everybody knows at this point the Genesis Mini is coming out later this year. I believe around September. Let me just clarify. I think it's September. It's not telling me. Never mind. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm pretty sure it's September.
I don't know the day myself.
But you can pre-order it now. Oh, there it is, September 19th. So you can pre-order it now. It's going to be It's going to be $80, which for what games are on there right now, it's almost like kind of a steal.
It is.
I think it's fantastic.
They did well with this. If Sega only did more things like this, then they wouldn't be in the trouble they're in.
Oh, I know. I agree.
Name some of those, Kyle.
All right, so I got the complete list, so we'll run down it. So as of right now, the list consists of Echo the Dolphin, which was announced already, Castlevania Bloodlines, which was also announced already, Space Harrier 2. I believe is one of the new games added to the list. Shining Force was already on there. Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine was already on there.
I remember that.
Toe Jam and Earl was already added. Comic Zone was already added. Sonic the Hedgehog, Altered Beast, and Guns. Okay, so actually let me correct myself. Space Harrier 2 was already on there. So the first 10, those were all the games that were announced. Today, the new games that were announced. Some obvious, some a little shocking. First one was Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Which all the Sonic games should be on this.
That's my whole thing. I think all the Sonic games should
all I need,
be on
there's
it.
2 games I really want, but I'll get to that in a minute. All I need is these 2, and I'm all set. But Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was announced. Bit of a shocker here, because a lot of people didn't think this would be on here. For Earthworm Jim.
Yeah, I was really happy to see that.
I think that should be on there.
That has to be on there.
It should be, I agree.
But
a lot of people didn't know who owned the rights to it.
Yeah.
So
I think that was a conversation we had.
About who owned the rights to Earthworm Jim?
Yeah, because I said that Earthworm Jim should be on there because it wasn't on the first name, and then
Yeah.
I think you brought up the concern of who owned the rights.
Trying to remember now. We have so many conversations.
I know.
I'm trying to
I'm
remember
glad
this.
Earthworm Jim is on there though. That's definitely was a cool one to add.
Yeah, absolutely. The next two are Castle of Illusion, starring Mickey Mouse, and World of Illusion, starring Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck, which is quite interesting.
Yeah, I like it. I like that they're doing that.
The next one, Thunder Force 3. I never got to play this, but
Me
it
either.
looks like a really good shoot 'em up. Super Fantasy Zone, another.
That looks good.
I never played that one. That looked like another
Yeah.
shoot 'em up. A game that I never played and I really aggravated that I never played it, but I'm finally going to play it now, is Shinobi 3.
Yes, Shinobi 3 is so good too.
I played Revenge of Shinobi, and everybody told me Shinobi 3 was way better.
I was
than
gonna
that
say,
one.
did you like Revenge of Shinobi?
It was okay. I thought Revenge of Shinobi was okay.
Shinobi 3 is like 20 times better.
Okay,
It's
that's
so
what I
good.
figured.
Get ready for that one. That's gonna be fun.
All right, next on the list, another obvious one would be Streets of Rage 2. Next one is Landstalker, which I never heard of that one.
I never heard of that.
And then the one that made me go a little bananas was Contra Hardcore.
Yeah, that was a shock when you said that,
That
Kyle.
one.
When you said that, I said, "Oh."
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I almost lost my mind
I'm
in
with
the
you
car
on
when I was heading to my job.
that. Yep.
I was watching the video. I was like, I almost lost my shit.
Kyle, I'm with you.
I
on
was
that.
like, are you kidding me?
I'm with you.
When I tell you I played the shit out of Contra Hardcore, like I got every single ending at least 10 times.
I watched
Probably more than that.
I watched my brother play, so it's a perfect opportunity for me because now I get to play. It was a lot of me watching my brother play because for some reason, like even though Sega and Super Nintendo around that, my brother, like the older people, didn't really care about Super Nintendo as much. They were more Sega for some reason, like all in my family. And I would always try to play the Sega. And they're like, "Go over there and play Mario. Go play Mario." And I'm like, "But I want to play this." I used to watch him play this all the time, and now I get to play it. That and Sonic. Obviously, because how much I love Sonic. That and Sonic and did you say all the games yet?
Yeah, that's all the games.
Because I didn't hear Gunstar Heroes.
Gunstar Heroes was announced prior.
Yeah, so
To the
that
Gunstar Heroes
Gunstar
was
Heroes were like, there's some of these other games that we haven't seen yet. You know what I mean? Like, they said that two are from Japan, right? That never been released out here.
That's a good question. I mean, all these games I've seen before.
I could have sworn I seen
Maybe not Landstalker.
something from Japan, and I was like, oh. Anytime I see that, like with the SNES Mini, the reason I wanted it just because they said Star
Yeah.
Fox 2, I'm like, oh, this is the new one I didn't play. Even if I didn't like it, I was just like, the fact that we never played this, and it was
never
like
came out.
Yeah, it never came out. Like I gotta get this. So I
Yep.
agree with you, Kyle, 100%. Sega, listen, I hope they get a hold of this video soon. This is what y'all have to do. Y'all already in like the worst hole you've ever been in. And right now, you're talking about giving yourself all the way to Nintendo and all these rumors going on. Screw the rumors and everything. Just keep working on the classics you got, because you guys have a lot of classics. Sega has all these ones on this Genesis are good, but you also have a lot of good games on Sega Saturn. A lot of good games on Dreamcast. That's not saying do a Sega Saturn Mini, or do a Dreamcast Mini could work. A Dreamcast
might.
Dreamcast could work. If you don't overdo it. There are games like Sonic Adventure and that could carry it and all that. But, yeah, Kyle, I'm excited. This is probably the best move Sega's made in how many years now, Kyle? Like, since our childhood?
Since Dreamcast.
Since Dreamcast? Like, come on now, Sega.
And just remember, Andre, we still have 20 more games to go.
That's what is the most insane thing about this.
20 more games to be announced.
Kyle, can I say this in fairness? And I think you'll agree with me.
Yep.
This is the best mini console to come out. All these minis they've been doing. I think this now, with 20 more to go.
Depends on what the games are.
I feel like, all right, so
This is a rock solid lineup.
yeah, I feel
For
like
20 games, this is an absolute rock solid lineup.
I was just telling Calvin, is it fair to say that this might be the best mini to come out? This Sega mini might be the best one to come out with this roster there.
I don't know because Nintendo's was sick.
It was. That
I literally said to him, man, I was just like, we still have 20 more games to go, so let's see what the other games are.
Oh, so Sega's still releasing more games?
Yeah, the 20 that came. How much out right now?
There's only 20.
Yeah.
There's 20 more to go.
There's 20 more, dude.
Oh, wow.
There's going to be 40 games on this thing.
How many was on the NES? 56?
What, the SNES or the
NES?
Yeah.
I think there was only 30. No. Wait a minute.
So Nintendo to me was a better system, so I enjoyed Nintendo better. And I think Nintendo hit it on the head with their title. Super Nintendo,
20? What was it? 25 titles? 26?
With Super Nintendo?
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't that many titles. So don't get me wrong, I'm very, very impressed with Sega's thing. It all depends on what this another 20 is. You know what I mean? With them coming out,
Sonic.
if they're coming out with 20 more games, and it's all Genesis's top games, then that's incredible. Then that's gonna beat Nintendo's. Not that it had better games than Nintendo. It has nothing to do. It's just we're talking, value.
Yeah.
The value.
Yes.
Of this product. But again, like I always think, like all the mini you can always mod and just put more.
Yeah.
But stocked.
I want to see which one of them finally decide to do that. Like, I see everyone that goes online, they're like, just do an online store where you can just hook your thing up to a computer, download more games to do it, and pay for it because they'll get more money anyway. Like, if you just do a $6, $7 game, they'll get more money anyway. Like, the SNES Mini, one of the best things ever you can have. But if I was able to hook it up to my computer and just pay, not download a hack, like literally pay $6 like a virtual store, and can add more to my SNES, you know who does this well? You know the little arcade machines that came out, the arcade one-up things?
Yeah.
They do the this machine itself is a ripoff because you're paying
a ridiculous amount.
You're paying $200 for, like, I have the Street Fighter one that my mom got for
and
my
it's
son.
only Street Fighter.
It's only Street Fighter.
Yeah.
But what they're
That's
doing
insane.
now is they're going to come out with, like, the cartridge that has, like, 3 other games on it to put into the back of
I hope
that
so.
one. If they do that, then it makes it worth it. But like I told my mom before she bought it, this is a waste of money, Ma. You're paying $200.
Yeah.
She's like, I just want to go up. I'm like, this is... If they do that,
It's nostalgia. They do it because of people like that don't know any better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They see it and they're like, oh, but you're really going to only play that thing a couple times.
I told my mother that.
Having that, like, I love Super Turbo. I'm a big Super Turbo fan. But it being in my house like that in the arcade cabinet is not going to do anything for me. Like, I'm not going to get an enjoyment out of sitting there playing that all the time. This isn't 1989.
I told my mother.
You know what I mean? Like, I barely have time to play the games that I want to play now. Never mind the old school games I've already played for, like, several years, so it's great for nostalgia and playing with friends and stuff. But other than that, like,
I'm telling you, let us be able to do a virtual store and add more games.
Yeah.
That's all you
2019.
have to do.
It's 2019. Like, the first system that does that is going to make a killing.
Oh yeah.
But they have to buy the licenses for them, and that's kind of where the problem lies.
Yeah.
But
very true.
But imagine bundles though. Like, you come out with a little cartridge about $10, $15. You can even go higher. You can say $25 and you get Yoshi's Island 2 for SNES Mini and whatever games wasn't on there. Like, Super Nintendo has so many damn games. You get these 5 games in this bundle pack if you buy this. People would do it because it adds on to what you already have. Mm-hmm. But you're right. Licensing is everything now. That's literally everything that's going on. I think that's the holdup with a lot of things now.
Oh, yeah, 100%. That's tough.
All right, so question.
Royalties and stuff.
Getting back to the mini, specifically for Andre. Mm-hmm. What games would you like to see?
At this point, I don't even think
is it like or what's needed?
Well, I mean, let's put it this way. The needed one already we can think of right out the gate is Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Yeah, I think
that's all I need on there.
You have to put the rest of Sonic.
Kyle, I don't care about nothing else. That comes except what's that game with the
Vector
green?
Man.
Van read my mind before I missed. I'm trying to think. I said Green. Van said Vector Man.
Well, because I mean that's the game that they're missing. You know what I mean? Like Booger Man. Vector Man.
Vector Man.
Toe Jam and Earl's on there, right?
They already announced
So
that.
Jam and Earl is on there.
Yeah.
Sonic has everything. Sonic has to be on there.
You know what
All
somebody
right.
came in here and asked for the other day?
What?
This is
Oh.
not Sega related. This is Nintendo 64 related. What game do you think someone came in here and asked
Quest
if we had?
64.
Nope.
Glover.
Conkers.
Oh man.
Oh, jeez.
You know how much that costs at the store right now?
But we have it digital. We have it digital.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you got Rare Replay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Well, yeah, but
Yes.
I have it digitally on emulators
Oh yeah, duh.
Oh, yeah.
Duh.
that I don't have.
What? I mean, what?
That you do not have.
I do not have that. If I had an emulator, I would have that.
If we had some sort of emulator. No. Anyway.
But Kyle, just all the other Sonics. I don't care about Sonic Spinball, whatever.
All right. First of all, there's already a Sonic game that's on this list that I would be like, yeah, you could take that off.
Which
and
one?
That's Mean Bean Machine.
I like Bean Bean Machine.
And
It was like Tetris. It was like a.
no, it looked like Tetris.
It was like it was a
looked
format.
like it,
Like Wario's
but
game.
it's not.
Evander Holyfield's boxing.
Oh, jeez.
Jewel Master.
Jewel Master can go.
Eternals. The fighting game.
That game was dope.
Oh my God!
Yo, I
Eternal
forgot about
Champion?
that game.
Oh,
The one with the ape, the raptor, and all them fought.
Rage.
Eternal-
Rage.
Yeah.
Yes, that should be on there.
I'll tell you 3 games that I specifically would love to see on there. One, I don't think will happen. 2 could easily happen because we've already seen a couple Konami games already on there. So the first one, obviously, Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Yep.
I want that one.
That has to.
That's by far my favorite one.
I think it's almost guaranteed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost.
Second one that I think is possible is Rocket Knight Adventures.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Rocket Knight has to be on there.
I want Rocket Knight Adventures on there.
I'm
And
with
then
you
the
on
third one probably won't happen, but if it did, it would be an insta buy for everybody. Would be Hyperstone Heist.
Oh man, that's not gonna happen. They're not. I don't think they can pull that, Kyle.
That was the kind of unrealistic one, but Konami did make it.
That's true, and we got
Is Shinobi on there?
Shinobi 3,
No,
Shinobi 3 is on there.
which was like the best one. So
Also, that damn
Worms-
dolphin.
Worms
That
would be
damn
on there.
dolphin's on there too.
Hey, Echo was such a whack game, but everyone loved it. It was
No.
such a
if you
whack
tried
game.
that game now,
It was such
No.
a whack game, but everyone loved it.
No,
Do you
nobody
know?
loved it.
You know how long it took me to get past the first section of it? I had no idea what to do. It took me months, and when I like literally the first section, I started the game, didn't know what to do immediately. I'm like, what am I supposed to do in this game? Once I got by that, then it was cool.
yeah, Echo. I played. I like once again. I was telling Kyle, I didn't get to play my Sega a lot besides Sonic because my brother always took the Sega while I got the Super Nintendo.
It was between Earthworm Jim, Vector Man, Jewel Master, Vander Holyfield Boxing, all the Sonics, and those were the games that I mostly played myself. A few other ones here and there.
Vector Man was so good.
Yeah,
Wasn't
Vector
there
Man
another
was my
Disney game
favorite.
that I'm completely forgetting
Lion
about?
King?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Lion King and Aladdin. Duh.
Lion King would be on there.
Yeah, Lion King. But don't forget that was on Super Nintendo.
They had
It
it
was
on
on
Sega
Sega as
too.
well.
Huh?
It was on Sega too.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. It was on Super Nintendo.
yeah.
So, just like Mortal Kombat, you're not going to
True,
see
true.
probably Mortal Kombat on there, even though Mortal
mean-
Kombat was better for Sega because it had blood. But the graphics were different
Yeah.
for Sega and Super Nintendo.
But I mean, Contra was on both, and Contra's on both.
But not that Contra. Not that Contra.
No, but it's a Contra.
Yeah. but not that Contra.
That's
Not
true.
It's still a Contra game. Damn it.
Even the Castlevania for Sega wasn't the one that was on Super Nintendo.
Right.
Sega was dope, man. What?
Actually, there was a racing game, a motorcycle racing game too for Sega.
Only one I know, Road Rash wasn't on Sega.
Road Rash.
Was that on Sega?
Road Rash. Yep.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, Road Rash, man.
That's another one.
That should be on there.
Yeah, that's another one.
That should be on there.
Listen, just give me Rocket Knight and Sonic 3 at the least, and I'll be fine. And if you want to throw Hyperstone Heist in there, that's fine.
I'm telling
by me,
you.
too.
He said if you wanna.
Vector Man has to be on there.
Vector Man
that's
will
gonna
be on.
there.
Has to be on there.
It will be on there.
Yeah,
Booger Man, I'd love to see on there.
yeah.
Toe Jam and Earl. Like,
There is one other series that will probably be on this as well. That I
what's-
didn't think about. Fantasy Star.
Oh yeah, Fantasy Star. Actually, yeah, Fantasy Star's gonna be on there.
I thought Fantasy Star was later on.
No. That was
Fantasy Star was originally on Genesis.
Yo, Sega was fire. Yo, Sega had some heat back in the day.
Watch your mouth.
Sega.
You get stabbed. You get stabbed when we were kids saying that shit around the neighborhood, saying Sega's better.
No, I would never say that because Super
Genesis
Nintendo
was,
had some.
hey, like I said before, Genesis was my first venture outside of Nintendo, and then I immediately went back to Nintendo because I was like, I don't like this PlayStation thing.
Yeah.
I told you guys my Game Gear story, my Game Boy when I got Game Boy for Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's like, I was mad about the Game Boy. Like I had it, but like yo, I used to talk mad shit though. Be like, yo, Nintendo's way better than Sega, and people were like, yeah, but Game Gear is better than Game Boy. I'm like, yo. Nintendo is way better than Sega. Okay, we're not talking about Game Boy and Game Gear. It's Nintendo products, and Nintendo products are better than Sega products. And then meanwhile, we walked away. Besides the Game Boy and Game Gear, but I don't own one, so fuck that shit. Yo, but screw y'all battery life. Y'all be changing your battery every 2 hours.
Pretty much. That's why. Yeah. In the end.
Who gives if I needed 3 special lights and a magnifying glass to play my Game Boy? Yo, playing that at night? Nope,
Getting
not
the
possible.
light.
Pause it. Wait for the street light. Unpause it. Play it real quick. Pause it. Wait for the next street light. Yo, even in light, that shit was hard to see.
It was.
And then they come up with Game Boy Color. Whose idea, right? Whose idea was like, hey, we're gonna come out with a thing. We're gonna call it Game Boy Color, but still only use one color to show the screen. Like,
There were some colors.
oh, some
What do you mean?
colors. You're
Some
not talking about
colors.
the freaking case of it. We're talking about the damn screen. That never pissed me off more than
Yeah, that
anything.
was-
That's Nintendo again, flashing his ball. Yeah, we know that Game Gear's already out with color, but this is a big middle finger to you guys because we can do what we want and you're going to like it.
My favorite handheld from Nintendo was the SP. I thought the SP was so dope, like how it was squared. It had the extra top of it.
I hated that thing.
You didn't like the SP?
I hated that thing.
It was just like a big ass flip phone.
I think the Game Boy
No.
Advance was probably the best.
See, the Game Boy Advance was mad bulky. Like, that thing was bulletproof.
Yeah, you know what? It was bulky because you need to hold the goddamn thing.
Right?
How the hell are you supposed to hold this little square? What are we in 2050 or something? No, we're
I
not there
love
yet.
the SP. The SP, I remember playing Castlevania and what was the
Hated
Dragon
that
game?
stupid little thing.
What's that game called, Kyle? Dragon Warrior?
Dragon Quest?
Dragon Quest, there you go.
What's that?
Playing that on the SP, man, I have memories with that. The Advance was mad. Yo, that thing couldn't even fit in your pocket, bro.
Nope.
The Advance was...
Fit in my pocket. I don't know what pants you're wearing.
I was wearing corduroys. Man. I was in private school. I was wearing church pants.
Wearing yoga pants or something?
I was wearing
No
slacks.
kidding.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
No pocket.
Yeah, I know. What the hell is going in your pocket? What else did we have here? The Xbox.
You should talk about your people's news, because your people's news is big, but it's short.
Yeah, Xbox was a lot.
Your people had some. That was some interesting stuff they was talking about.
I guess I'll talk about it.
That was some
Because to me, it just wasn't a big deal. Like, to me, the stuff that they released wasn't all that big. It was kind of like,
I mean, Van 8K support. That's what their focus
yeah,
is.
like
and
the
8K support.
yeah, but I mean, isn't that mandatory now? Like, isn't that what it
it kind of is,
should?
but it kind of is. But like the ray tracing, the biggest thing that stood out was the Spider-Man thing, where fast travel is 0.2 seconds.
Yeah.
0.2 seconds is big, man.
So pretty much you just said everything. That's pretty much all. That's all there is. But see, all right. So they're using a Radeon graphic card. Like, we gotta do the Nvidia shit. Like, Nvidia is just a better graphic card. It's a better company, but it's fine. The graphic card is a graphic card. At the end of the day, it's not in the PC, so it doesn't really make much of a difference. And they're designing their hardware to work specifically with that. So I'm not hating it.
What they say, 2020, right?
2020, yeah. So we're not expecting anything this year. They're just talking specs. They said the price is going to be surprising, which I don't.
1X price.
Appealing.
1X.
Which I don't. It's going to be $299.
$299. What the you just say?
$299.
Van.
No.
You think the PS5 is going to be $299?
Wait, what was PS4? Yeah, because PS4 was $299 on release, no? Or was it $399?
$399.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because Xbox One was
wait.
$5. Xbox One was $5. PlayStation 4 was $4. They beat them out by going $100 cheaper.
Okay, all right, then $399.
But that's only because you had the Kinect at the time.
Yeah. And then you dropped it to $450.
Yeah. Then you dropped it to $4 because you didn't have the Kinect.
Yeah.
No, they dropped it to $450, Kyle.
Oh, sorry, $450.
And then they realized how bad of an idea that was.
That was another dumb idea.
And then they dropped it to $5.
It's gonna be $5. It's gonna be the price of the One X.
It'll be $499. It'll be $400.
It would. Man, 400.
It's
the
gonna
Pro
be $400.
is 400.
No,
man.
it's gonna be $400.
Can I just say minimum? This thing's gonna be $500.
No, $400.
No,
Man.
$400.
$500.
$400.
If that thing's $400, I'll go out and buy 5 of them.
Yeah,
It's $400.
Man, that thing.
Did you guys think PlayStation 4 was gonna be $400? I know I didn't.
I don't even remember what I thought.
Yeah.
I remember when they dropped that price, I was fucking pumped. That's what. So there's a difference between wanting it to be that price and expecting it to be that price. I wanted it to be that price.
What, 400?
I was expecting it to be 500. So
I expect this PS5 with the stuff they're already talking about to be 6, but I feel
no
like
way.
I
No
feel like
way.
it's gonna be 5.
No way. It will not be 6.
It better not be.
It will
we
not
see
be 6.
600 doesn't ever work for any console.
Do you know how much I spent
PS3.
on a PS3
Oh, man.
on the release day?
Man, trust me, I heard this story, bro. What's going on?
$700
$700
for one game. They will never do that again.
Yeah.
They will never do that again. I am
Just
saying
remember,
now,
look at the technology that's in this thing.
I understand that, but you got to understand too, the technology at that time is going to be not obsolete, because the stuff that we have now is obsolete. The stuff that we have in there now is everything that should be in there. So that 4K is in everything now.
Yeah.
Is in everything now. So that's what happens with. So one thing that I do know very well is my electronics. Like, that's something that I feel very confident about, is my knowledge in electronics, only due to the fact of how much I pay attention to it and make it a part of my life as far as pricing.
Yeah.
And the way pricing works is the more people buy of a certain type of product, the cheaper it is. So when things like this, when consoles get to this type of degree, what happens is they drop the prices, because now these consoles are requiring more of it, so the parts cost less. So and when these vendors and stuff say, hey, listen, we're going to make more of these hard drives, like this thing's going to have a solid state hard drive. Like, that's fantastic. You know why? Because solid state hard drives are going to be costing less. They cost less now. Per gig for a solid state hard drive costs less because more people buy it. So as these products come out, that's what happens. So a graphic card for these things are always going to cost the same thing, because there's no updating or anything like that. So I'm a firm believer 8K is going to be an obsolete thing. It really is. So no higher than 5. 5 is the highest, but I see it selling at 4, mainly because of what they did with the PS4.
So you're saying it's gonna be $399 pretty much?
Yeah.
With
Yep.
the top.
And but you know why too? What also helps that is these online services. You know what I mean? People are now required to have these online services. Required. You
Yeah,
can
you can't-
no
you can't-
longer play online
Your
without
system
them.
is pretty much obsolete without having.
Yeah,
one.
you have to have a plus. And remember, that was their thing going into PS4, was like, we're going to make these guys, everyone now use a PlayStation Plus. We have to drop this price.
Everyone's mad that Microsoft did that at first. Xbox did that, but it makes sense.
Well, Xbox always charge.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have to do that because that's how you.
It's a better service.
Yeah.
It's a better service when you pay.
Yeah.
Right, Nintendo?
Is that right? Nintendo.
They're working on that.
No, but their service, their online service is better.
Nintendo service online, because now they are charging. Imagine
Right.
if they go up more, then they're gonna get more and more. They're gonna get better and
Right.
better just from
Right.
charging. That's how it does it. But the play. So you got it at 4. I agree with Kyle. I think this thing at the lowest would be 5.
I don't see you guys being far fetched with saying 5. I can understand that.
I'm just thinking 1X is 4K.
Yeah, no.
1X is 4K. The power that's in it, it's actually been true 4K. I feel like this being 8K.
Like I said, I think they've been there and done that. Maybe that's why they're not going to do it.
Well, he already said that it's going to be It's not going to be what people think.
Mm-hmm.
So that right there lets me know I don't think it's going to cross that 600 mark because
Oh.
you said it's not going to be what people
No
think.
way. No way.
Unless they do one where they say there's a bundle that comes with VR because they're pushing VR really hard.
If they do it at 6, it's because they still want people to buy 4.
Yeah.
PlayStation 2 is still the number one selling console of
You see that
all
damn
time.
chart.
Of all time. Why? Because the PS4, the PS3 cost $700.
That was a bad drop to start with. So, like I said, I'm going 1X price. But then if they do that, that means the Pro has to drop even more.
Oh yeah, that's gonna happen. That's when PS5 comes out, Pro's gonna drop.
So that would mean that.
Oh, yeah.
So say if it was your price point,
Mm-hmm.
if the PS5 is 400, that would mean the Pro would have to drop to like 250. So that would be in comparison to the Xbox S. I don't know if that could happen then.
That would not happen.
That's what I'm saying. Like the S is, the Pro was supposed to be what the 1X is.
The Pro right now is what, 400?
Yeah, 400.
So that's why I think the PS5 is going to be $500 because that'll come out. The Pro will drop, and at most, it'll drop $100.
I think 100 would be taken off of it.
Right.
Yeah, nothing more than they've never dropped the price more than $100
Yeah.
ever in the
No.
in the history of gaming. I've never seen a
That's
console
not happening.
get dropped more than $100. They'd be silly.
Yeah.
Silly.
Oh God, yeah.
But if it stays at 5, if it goes at 4, then this is groundbreaking. But if it stays at 5, it doesn't go any higher. Obviously tax. But if it stays at the 5 range, $499. If it goes lower, it's a steal. And if it stays at 5, it's still a good deal for what they're offering in this thing.
If it goes lower than 4?
No, if it goes to your price
Lower than
of
5.
of $399, pretty much.
I was gonna say you on crack.
No. If it goes 400, anything lower than 500 is a steal for that.
They go lower than 4, then they're paying us to play their console.
Yeah, they're not gonna do that. That's not happening.
Yep,
So.
pretty much.
Or there is something extremely tricky up their sleeve that they're about to hit us in the mouth with, where they're like, "Oh yeah, you can't turn on your PlayStation Plus is now up to $100 a year," like type of crap.
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
Nah.
and at that time, I'm sorry, Plus.
Like I said, at your price point, it's a steal. At me and Kyle's price point, it's reasonable. I still think it's too cheap to be 500 with what's in it. But like you said, hardware, all that stuff. The 1X shouldn't be 500. If you look at what's in the 1X and what it does and how it's actually consistent, the 1X should be more than 500. But they know to sell, you got to make it for the customer. So it wouldn't surprise me if Sony was like, yeah, the PS5 is going to be $500. And no one would be mad about that. There wouldn't be anybody mad if the PS5 is $500. If they say that number that everybody hates, 600, then that's when people get mad. Unless they have a 600 version with VR included. If they do
That is true.
if they have one with VR included, then no one's going to mind paying that 600.
That shit drives me crazy. Don't do that.
I know.
Don't do that. I hate that. It's like just make it a bundle
Yeah.
for the holidays and call it quits.
That's what they
I think
should
that's
be
what
doing.
I think that's what he meant, though.
Yeah.
I think they meant like bundling the VR with the PS5.
But I'm saying like for the
At 600.
for the holidays though. You know what I mean? Like
Oh
that,
yeah, it would be for the holiday. Listen, this thing ain't gonna release until holiday season.
Yeah, next year. It's going to be 2020 around holiday season next year.
Yeah, oh God, yeah. So they'll sell that thing, and then I'm sure they'll have bundles.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't sell it at $600 with a bundle for VR.
Yeah, because the VR is like, what, 200 alone?
I would say
$250.
250. Ugh.
I would say
That's on sale.
realistically minimum with the bundle, it'd be 650.
Yeah.
If it's a 650, then guess what? The console's 400.
Well,
That's
if you can't talk with your price point, yes, it would be 400.
Then
I don't think it's gonna. I think at most it would. Well, actually, the VR is what 300 right now.
250.
Oh, it is 250.
Yeah.
So they'll drop the price. They'll drop the price with a bundle. So
yeah,
I would say
I hope.
By $50.
All right, so 650 then would be a steal, but I think realistically I could see it at 700.
Yeah, if they do a 650, 100% that's a deal.
Yeah.
100% that's a deal. Because now
Yeah,
you're talking about if you guys numbers at 500,
Yeah.
and then you're talking about $100 difference.
That's a good deal. Yeah, if you think about it, though, Van.
That's not going to happen.
I know, but if it did,
You're talking like a $50 difference in bundle, if that, maybe 25.
But think how much they're gonna make from the PS5 alone with like getting that bundle. They make so much because everyone's gonna get a PS5 if that's the case. To be bundled in with your VR, what?
Well, it depends because a lot of people can't handle the VR stuff.
That's true.
A lot of people don't like it.
But what's in this system? Like you said, they should. I don't know about the power cards like you do, the graphic cards, but I know you guys always talk about how NVIDIA is like the best, and it seems like Xbox, PlayStation, they're all trying to use the same type of cards. The same. You would think one of them would wean out sooner or later, but I guess they're comfortable with. Maybe it's easier to develop in the system, but the fact that they said with this, their big focus was cutting load times to where it was almost like zero load time. Mm-hmm. That enough to me is big because almost all the games I play now, when I get, and I know y'all feel the same way, when you get into that loading screen part, you get so pissed, and it's like you don't want to, but sometimes when you're trying to fast travel, like Division, I'm playing on the 1X. It's still, if I got to fast travel from one side to the
other, it's like fast travel. It's like that's not fast traveling.
Yeah, it's almost like just give me a motorcycle in the game, and I could have drove over there in that time. It's literally like a 3-minute wait. They said Spider-Man, the normal time is like 45 seconds in different areas. They're trying to get that to 0.2 seconds. To me, that means a lot because I hate loading. If you hate loading, then I can understand. That just means the power is like.
Yeah.
So, actually, this got me excited, Kyle, because the first thing I thought of was, Microsoft's listening, and because they're getting some type of information from once. Usually, it's the other way around. Usually, it's PlayStation bites before Xbox, but now PlayStation. These are leaks, but they're from the actual. What was he? The CEO of it?
Yeah.
So, I want to know now because I'm personally fine with the 1X, and Kyle, you have it, and you're fine with it. Yep. But now we know at E3 they're announcing 2 new systems, which we'll talk about one of those in a minute. But I want to know what their response to an 8K machine that they've been boosting this 4K so much, what their response to this is now. If this thing truly is 8K like they're saying, like Dan said,
again, and we need the TVs too.
It's the phone game.
It's always a power battle between Xbox and PlayStation.
I hate it, and I hate it so.
Listen, there are some people that like it, and for those people, I'm sorry, but you have issues. But it's the power battle. We've said numerous times on this show. There's no point to the power battle. Yes, you can make a more powerful system. I get that, but you need the games to back it up. And Xbox, other than from last year with all the announcements, and from what we heard from the Xbox, from inside Xbox. There's going to be a lot more from the studios that they have now
just hired, which is crazy, which is really crazy.
Right.
So
it's going to be interesting to see what they come out with. But Microsoft has the same ability to make an 8K system because of the company that they are.
Oh yeah,
because
definitely.
They deal with PCs and all this other stuff, like I've said before. They are always technology companies first. Regardless, Sony is a technology company. Microsoft is a technology company that deals with PCs. So this is not going to be an issue for Xbox to make something that has 8K capabilities. If anything, they'll just come out with something more powerful.
Which I'm not a fan of.
No, I'm not a fan either. I'm not a fan either. Because let's put it this way. I'm going to talk as a streamer. People barely stream 1080p still. Forget 4K streaming. People are still barely streaming 1080p. Mm-hmm. What's the point of doing an 8K system as far as streaming goes? Yeah. Because then you have to completely downgrade that thing to 1080p. If anything, I mean, they just within the last year, or maybe it was longer, but Elgato just came out with the 4K capture card. And not many people have the 4K capture card, and that thing is humongous. Yeah. And it's $300 for the 4K capture card. I barely got a freaking HD 60 Pro. Like, streaming at 4K is bare minimum right now. There might be some people doing it, but it's very minute. That community is very minute on who's actually streaming 4K. games right now. And by the way, along with that, you gotta have a stupidly fast internet
Yeah.
to run 4K, just to run 4K. Like if you're not running gigabit, you ain't run 4K anything.
Yeah, no.
So, as far as like me talking as a streamer, like it's too much. It's too much at this time because like 8K TVs is not even a thing. They haven't even they may have thought about it, but not for the consumers out there, not for the general consumer. So, a little much at this point.
I'll be right back.
I remember Van saying this years ago, before all this 1X stuff and PlayStation 4, 5, and all that was happening. Van had said that we were going to get to the cell phone race, and now it's.
But it hasn't really turned into that, which I'm glad.
It's
the life of them is cut down a little bit, not as long as it used to be, but these companies got to figure out ways to survive a little bit. But I mean, I do think they're jumping too fast. Like, do we need a PlayStation 5? No, we don't.
Yeah.
No.
Like, let's be honest, we haven't. But we didn't need a PlayStation 4. You know what I mean? Like, PlayStation 3 didn't even reach its max. We had Heavy Rain, and that was the max. And I don't know if anyone's seen the graphics of Heavy Rain on PlayStation 3.
Heavy Rain was way ahead of its
People
time.
were confused on if it was a PS4 game or not. So now we are pushing it a little bit faster, and I just think they're trying to actually just fill the demand in the lifespan of what people can last. And I think that's what it's coming down to, really. I don't think it's the consoles. But
I mean, it's due.
it's not as bad as we were thinking it was going to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's due now for new consoles from, PlayStation. Really, this is the thing about me, Kyle. Like, PlayStation 4, we seen that list, and I believe it was top 5 already.
Yeah.
If you're
For the selling?
Yeah. I believe it was in the. I'm almost sure it was in the top 5.
I can always go back to chat.
It's at what 94 million, 90. Yeah, around there. I'll have you look that up real quick before I keep going about that.
Why do I hear a vacuum?
That is something on the other side of the wall.
That's ridiculous. By the way, Sean Shank, what's going on? I don't know if he's got chat up, but I have Twitch chat up. So, Sean Shank, what is up? Here it is. All right, PS4 right now is at 92 million. So they're almost at the 100 million mark.
What's their place on the top 10?
The place in the top, they are just outside the top 5.
Okay.
The only things ahead of it, the Nintendo Wii's ahead of it, PlayStation's ahead of it, Game Boy's ahead of it, the DS, and then PS2.
All right, so this is what I mean, Kyle. Your system is still selling so well, and you guys have to make a PS5. That to me is like, but why? You did the Pro. Everyone knows the Pro was a flop. Like it wasn't like it was the worst thing ever, but everything they said it was going to do, it was rushed. We know the Pro was rushed.
The Pro's still selling at this point now, still selling pretty well.
It's pretty well, but it's not what they expect. They thought this was going to be like the groundbreaker. Like it was almost going to be like they kept pushing that 4K, and then when people found out that it really wasn't pushing, like me and you talk about all the time, it wasn't really pushing the 4K benchmark. That was not the downfall, but it wasn't. It slowed it down pretty much. It's still selling. The VR is still selling well. But when your console's already doing well, I always tell people when Xbox made the S and made the One X, they needed to do that. Only because what Xbox lacked was power, according to everybody else. To me, I didn't care. But to everyone else, whenever they compared a PS4 to an Xbox One game, it was always the PlayStation 4 is so much more powerful. This is 1080p, 60 frames. Xbox, it was barely reaching 720 on some games. And they was comparing it. So the One X being made sense. And the One X, for me, you having one, are both well aware that it's actually what they said it was going to be.
Yeah.
PlayStation 4 didn't need to make. They don't even need to be making a 5 yet. If they didn't say a date, no one would have cared. If they just were like, oh, all the games they got coming out, Kyle, the big 6 they got coming out, all they had to do is release them on the 4, and they're good. There was no problems with the PlayStation. So for them making it, to me, it's more like we know Microsoft's doing something, so now it's like, if you're already successful and everything's already going well, and you actually have software. I seen an article the other day that was pretty disturbing to read, But Microsoft sales and their demand, how they've been answering demands, their percentage for hardware is at an 83%, while the rest of the percentage goes to what their software titles are, Kyle. And that's in a 7-year span. So they compared in this chart how well Xbox software is doing and how well Xbox hardware is doing. The hardware should not be that high in a percentage with your software being that low of a percentage. Now, my only hope to this is, which, this is usually your thing, but I can go into it, segueing into Xbox's show, Microsoft's Inside Xbox show, was Phil giving me that little light of hope when, during that entire show, when he said that them developers that they partnered with are going to be showing stuff, I said, about damn time. About time.
Well, that's the one thing we've been saying since the last E3. What's the one thing they have to do? These companies that they've bought out or partnered or whatever with have to come out with stuff.
Yep.
This time around.
Yep.
Like, it's great that they announced it last year, but now it's time to come out with the titles.
Exactly.
That people are going to go out and buy that represent exclusively for Xbox.
Yep.
So we have to see on that part.
Yeah.
And I've said it before with this gen. Let's go back to Xbox 360, actually.
The glory days is what they call it.
The glory days. 360 came out in 2005, correct?
Yep.
And it lasted how long?
I know, dude. What, it just in last year? No, this year in February. They just stopped shutting down servers and stuff.
All right, so as far as shutting down servers goes, yeah, now. But it was out how many years before then they decided to bring out Xbox One?
7? Was it 7 years? 6 years?
About 7, close to 8 years before Xbox One was announced and PS4.
Yep.
The lifespan for game systems, realistically, should be going up and up and up and up and up.
I agree.
As the years go on. Because you do not need a PS5. You don't need a new Xbox One or Xbox whatever it's called next. The Xbox One S all digital was a great idea. Even the Xbox One S, like you said, they did need it. You know why? Because that original Xbox One was basically the white Xbox 360 of this generation.
Yeah, that's the best way
because
to put
a lot of those were completely crap in the bed.
Yeah.
So that's why they made the Xbox One S and made it a lot better. That's why they made the Xbox One X. That wasn't for everybody. That's why they made that. And you could arguably say that was the same thing with the PS4 Pro. They didn't say it, but it basically was that system that wasn't for everybody.
It was for the hardcore. When they say it's not for everybody, they're talking about people like us. Like if Nintendo comes out with a hardcore type, a better upgraded version, they know you're going to get that. PlayStation, they know Van's going to get that. Xbox, they know I'm going to get that. Like it's for the hardcore people like us that like actually love. Or like Van says, if you like tech and like power, then you get it. I won't get it unless there's a deal on it. You know what I mean? Like I'm not buying it unless there's a deal.
I mean, there's a difference with the graphics. You know what I mean? The visuals, but how much do you really care about that? Like,
that's what me and Kyle saying.
Yeah, like if you play a PS4 at its max on a non-4K TV, even a 4K TV with the Xbox S, that's gonna be enough. It's gonna be enough. How much more do you want? Which, if you can get it, then great. You know what I mean? But like, it's not enough for me right now in my life. It's just not.
Right. Well, let's put it this way. The only reason I have an X right now is because GameStop happened to do a deal where if you trade in
that's how I got mine.
Said system,
that's how I got mine.
You get that much money towards the Xbox One X.
Yep.
And that's what made sense for me because I'm sitting here with the old Xbox One, and I don't know how much longer that was going to last.
Yeah.
So I just
the killer brick.
Get rid of the brick.
Yep.
Get a more powerful system at a cheaper price, and go from there.
Yeah.
And Kyle, since you were talking about the consoles, the Xbox all digital, everything about it's good, but the price. There's a reason why the price is horrible. Let me just explain this.
Okay.
The price is $250.
Yes.
1 terabyte.
Yep.
3 games. Forza Horizon 3
comes with 3 games.
Yeah. Forza Horizon 3, which isn't the new one, it's the older one.
That's true.
Sea of Thieves. Minecraft. Those 3 No, hold up.
There's
Forza Horizon
one.
3.
There's one of those that actually is worth it.
No. You know why none of them are worth it? Because they're all on Game Pass for $10, Kyle.
But they did say that they would have a deal when you bought the system.
Oh, yeah. But it's
get
only for
with
3
the-
month. It's $1 for 3 months. Which that deal was just live on. Me and Van talked about that deal last week. So you saw this.
No. I know, but it sounded like they were going to do that, like for anybody that bought that.
They ain't
system.
doing that. They ain't doing it. Listen.
Like maybe give a code. I don't
Yeah,
know.
they're gonna do that for that 3 months, and then after that 3 months is out.
My whole purpose of buying
yeah.
a console like that would be specifically because I would want the Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
So-
what they did it for.
So it's for that. But this is my issue.
But they gave the 3 games that are on the Game Pass.
No, not even. That's true. But that's not even my problem. This is my
that's my problem.
my issue with the
That-
S.
legit.
My issue with this Xbox S All Digital Edition.
Dumbest name ever. They are so bad at naming fucking
Longest-
consoles.
They need to hire me.
Longest name ever.
Yeah, they need to hire me. Now this is the problem. They took the disk drive out to make this cheaper, right? But it only brought down $50 technically. Right now, if you go to GameStop or if you go to Walmart, if you go to Target, you can get a Minecraft Xbox One S with the drive for the 4K Blu-ray player. You can get that right now for $200. Same terabyte with
Pre-owned.
Minecraft. No, this ain't pre-owned. This ain't.
No, it's new.
Go on. You can look it up.
Are you-
Then they have a
All
2K. Hold up. Then they have a 2K19 one for $250 with 1 terabyte and 2 controllers for $250. And these have disk drives in them. The first thing they want to point out to us was, but if Xbox S goes on sale, then this will go on sale. Who cares? The Xbox S is going to go to $250, and then this goes to $200. This should have been $200. This system should have been $200.
So the bundles are $250.
For
right
which
now,
one?
with the disc drive, all of them.
Okay, so all the bundles are
You
$250.
have a Fortnite bundle for $250. You have
Yep.
a Division 2 bundle for $250. You have a 2K19 bundle for $250.
So Kyle, you have $250 in your pocket right now.
Yes.
Are you going to buy an Xbox digital without a disc drive for $250, or get an Xbox with a drive with a game for $250? That's what I'm saying.
I mean, you do get 3 games with the other one.
Kyle, don't you do that. Don't you do that. Don't you,
No.
Kyle.
I'm
This
taking the
deal-
disc drive.
This should have been $200, man. If they did this for $200,
I agree.
I'm with you 100%, Kyle. I'm rocking with him. I would have came in here today saying, Van, Kyle, take that $200. You can't. $250 don't sound like a lot more.
Yeah, that. I originally thought the all digital version was gonna be $200, $250 max. But I thought it would be $200. Then they said $250, and I was like,
Yeah.
I already have an issue sometimes with digital stuff,
Yeah.
so I'm not liking this already.
This ain't
at
convincing
$250.
you. Kyle, this ain't you already aren't a big digital guy. So this
No.
isn't convincing you to go digital. You're not gonna sit there and say, you know what? And then the other problem is, why is it the same size as an S? If it doesn't have a drive, shouldn't it be cut in damn half? Why is it not the same?
Correct.
Why is it the same size as
That
the
thing
S?
should just be a dinky ass box.
Kyle, it should be like having a mini, bro. It should be like having
Right.
one of these minis. So when I seen this, that was the one part of the show that pissed me off. And you know I got friends that hit me up about this because I was telling them 200. I got a friend, yo, Dre, 250, not including taxes? With them 3 horrible games? I'm like, all right, first off, let's calm down. They ain't horrible games. They just could have been better choices.
Sea
my
of Thieves
po-
was the best choice.
Sea of Thieves it's a good deal. And they added more. We see the content they added, which, like I've been telling you and Van, the one thing I give Sea of Thieves, I may not play it, but when that comes to content, this game has gotten so much support, and there is a huge fan base behind it, believe it or not. I'm proud for it. I just don't play it. But, yeah. This.
See, I'd play it if I had people to play with.
We need to play it. I think, Kyle, we need to play. We need to play.
That's my thing. Like, when people say, I'm not a fan of Sea of Thieves, well, what's the reason why?
Yeah.
Because they have nobody to play with. Because Sea of Thieves is a game you need to play with people.
Cal, maybe this is our perfect chance for us to get on it with this content update because it looks really good. The content they're adding and adding actual story now, and you can go fishing now, and even though these are things that should have been there from the beginning. This is my Wind Waker, Kyle.
Wow, it's your Wind Waker.
Are we catching jellies now? What do they call the jellies, right?
The jellies, the juju, the
jujus. There you go.
I love the jujus.
But yeah.
But you know what? The other thing that's annoying me with this whole all digital thing. Why would I need to buy that when I've got? Watch my finger. This thing right here. Remember this big old tower thing called a PC?
Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Andre, but can't you play a lot of the Xbox games on PC?
Pretty much, because Halo was the last one, and Halo just signed over.
Are we still talking about that?
About what?
How pretty much everything now on PC, Xbox is pretty much PC.
It is.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, they made this all digital thing, and I'm like, but I have a PC.
I don't
really need this system.
Kyle, I was gonna get it for my kids. I was gonna get the all digital until I seen the price. And like I said, a lot of people are like $50 is that much of it. Yes, it is.
It ain't worth it.
$50 is.
This system is a waste of time.
It is.
Let's be real here. This system is a waste of time.
I don't know
People somehow are still gonna buy this thing, and it is a waste of money. It's like literally trying to buy a PlayStation Classic at $100.
Vin, you know what I just told Kyle? Why is this console not like this small? Because it doesn't have a freaking drive.
Well, so I thought the commercial was funny.
The commercial was hilarious.
I thought it was awesome. They were like, "How can we do this? We can't do it without this." Like I thought it was humorous. And that's the only reason why they did it the way they did it is just so they can do that commercial. Yeah. I promise you.
Okay, yeah.
I promise you. Like, why couldn't they make it smaller? Like that because of all the other stuff. There's no reason why.
It should be. There's no drive, man. There's no drive in it. Why is it this big? Then I found out all the everything that runs the system is on the right side. That made me even more mad. I'm like, so you literally can just cut that half? Like, we don't need this? Like, I'm so mad about that. I guess it's the vapor cooler that the S has built into it. It's the vapor cooler.
It's the same reason why everything for Xbox has been bad. Like the Xbox has been always broken because it overheats, and the S is really trying to prevent that from happening.
I get it, but I'm just saying you got to do something different with this damn. Even if they made it different colors, dude. If it was 250 and it was like an orange or a green or red, that would have been some. I would have been like, okay.
Yo, the special edition Xbox though they showed.
Which one?
I forget what game it was. Not Diablo. It's like the
Warhammer Chaos.
Yeah, Warhammer.
That Xbox is one of the sexiest ones I've ever seen.
But see, I hate things that are physically on it though.
Yeah.
Because like now I can't put things on top of it. Like I need things to be perfectly. What am I? Symmetrical? What am I thinking of?
Symmetrical?
Yeah, perfectly symmetrical.
It's like, all right, now I got. But yeah, I hated that. I hated that whole thing, Kyle. I was pissed.
Andre,
were you really?
I don't like
you hated the whole thing?
No. Like that. No. I knew what he meant. Yeah. But like, really, you don't like it?
250's too high, man. 250's too high for that.
If you had to say how high what would you say for
200?
200.
200.
200.
Because Kyle just looked up the art. You can get it at you can get the one with the drive.
You know what I would have
bundle for 250.
You know what I would have said? You know what I would have said?
150. Now, if it was 150, then everybody would have been buying it.
But you know something though, like they're gonna do what they're gonna do, right? And at the end of the day, they're gonna end up changing it later, anyways.
Drop the price.
It's gonna be 150 for the holiday.
Yeah, when holiday comes around.
So what these consoles do is they sell it for the most they possibly can, and then they end up dropping it later.
Yep.
Like immediately.
Especially with 2 new Xboxes being announced during E3. So they probably wanted to see what the reaction was, and they ain't been good.
Is that official? Did they make that official?
Yeah, there will be 2 consoles shown. Leak-wise, this is leak-wise. There'll be 2 consoles shown at E3. Anaconda and Lockhart. Xbox Anaconda, Xbox Lockhart. Lockhart's supposed to be the really high-powered one. and then the other one's supposed to be like.
Wait a minute. Did you just tell us a leak?
Did I?
Oh, wait. Did you? Wait a minute.
I've been told you. No. I told
Was
you
that
guys this
number
months
3?
ago. I told you guys this months ago, Kyle. Don't even try that. I posted this,
I think
Kyle.
that's number 3.
Don't even try that. You're not getting away with that, Kyle. Hell no.
I think that's 3.
I posted that on the page like months ago.
All right, so my question is, if GameStop and IGN talk about it, is it a leak?
No, because IGN and GameStop
No,
are
it's
and IGN is the one that reported that. IGN is the one that put that leak out.
It's not a leak, but he said leak, so I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah. So, but no, it's an honest question because sometimes they'll say, "Oh yeah, blah 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 is leaked."
Yeah.
No. I consider a leak like some dude decided to release some shit and then some source that's not IGN or GameSpot, but is like lower on the spectrum decides to say this shit and do all this other stuff. That's what I consider a leak.
It's because when it gets to IGN, it's kind of official. Like, if IGN gets a hold of the leak, it's not like a fan-made thing. It's usually like, this is kind of bound to happen. So.
Right. But you did bring up something interesting, Andre, that you said before, because you were talking about the Warhammer Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
That is a perfect example on why the percentages between hardware and software is like this.
Yeah.
Because they are so worried about let's make this custom Xbox. And people will go goo-goo and gaga for it.
Yep.
Perfect example, PAX East.
Oh my God, when everybody was on their phones.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. Other than when I went to pat you on the back and you were in the Xbox booth, that was the first year I didn't step foot in the Xbox booth.
I know. I knew you didn't.
I wasn't even around it. I totally forgot to take the pictures of the custom Xboxes. I've never forgotten to do that. And I forgot this year to do that. You know why? Because there was nothing at that booth.
Yeah.
Other than that.
Yeah.
Granted, there was good indie games. Not just in the indie games there. Because the indie games there were good. Killer Queen Black was good.
Yep.
And Blazing Chrome was there, I believe. What else was there? Because you were at the booth.
Oprincia, which is out on Game Pass now. After Party, which is the game when you're in hell.
Yep.
Void Bastards, which is just out of space, comic-y looking game. Supermarket Shriek. There were games.
Yes.
There were games there, but like you said, you didn't have.
Sorry. There was nothing big name title there. Like I kinda was hoping that maybe Gears 5
we were both hoping that
would be there because they have done it before.
Yeah.
But there was nothing this year.
Yeah, I agree.
And we'll get to Gears 5 in a little bit
Yeah.
because they did talk about that. Mm-hmm. But that's the thing that bothers me with Xbox is like they're like showing off all these custom systems, this system and that system. That's why the freaking what? What are you complaining about?
No, I'm laughing because you're right. Like they're showing too many systems, so it's just it's getting to a point where it's just like when they announce a system, it's just like, oh, another one.
Yeah.
And it's like it is all Xbox, but then that's your problem. Like, how many PlayStations did they come out with?
They only had what?
3.
3.
That's it.
So, you know what I mean? Like, it's too much. It's too much. Like, stop.
We don't need a focus on this hardware anymore. All they need is software. And it's, like I said, what Phil said gave me a little comfort in that. For what he said is going to happen at E3 this year.
I'll see it when I'll believe it when I see it.
I just don't want only cinematic trailers, Kyle. That's my fear because they just partnered. So I'm like, will they already have?
I think we will see. If I'm going to make an early E3 prediction, we'll definitely see gameplay of Gears 5.
Oh, it's not even a question.
Because first of all, they did announce. We'll get to that anyway. They did announce stuff during the Inside Xbox thing.
Stuff.
They did announce stuff for it. But yeah, like Xbox needs to chill out with these systems. Like, stop showing off 6 different systems at PAX East that you could possibly win, and then people are gonna want it anyway So stop. Work on your freaking games. Worry about games like Gears. Worry about games like Battletoads, which we've heard nothing of since E3 last year.
Yeah.
This is gonna be Cuphead all over again with Battletoads.
Oh man, don't say that to me.
Oof. Anyway, Andre, proceed with Xbox.
So
With Inside Xbox.
they announced the digital, which none of us know who that's for. And then after they talked about the Sea of Thieves, Van's favorite game of all time, update adding.
Second to Echo the Dolphin.
Yeah, they're adding a lot of content to Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
The backwards compatibility was big. They announced Ninja Gaiden 2, which
Oh boy.
all day, Kyle. Listen to me.
Oh boy.
This is the reason why I thought I was gonna be late today. I had to go to Brockton
Yeah.
to get a copy of Ninja Gaiden 2, because nowhere around here had it.
You mean you didn't already have a
I
copy
did not
of Ninja
have.
Gaiden 2?
I asked.
Wait a minute.
Let me explain.
What?
Let me explain.
He did.
Oh, okay.
I called Van. I said, Van, please tell me you got a copy of Ninja Gaiden 2.
I have it for PlayStation.
Van said no. I said, damn, Van.
Yeah, Sigma.
Van's the king of games, and I said, Van don't got this. This is bad.
Dude, it's an Xbox game.
I thought-
It's 360 though.
But I actually might, though, now that I think about it. I might, because I do have a stack of Xbox 360 games. I might have it.
But Kyle, the only reason why I don't have it, Kyle, I have a good reason. It got stuck in my 360 when I had my 360 and I had to go trade it, and I lost it with it that day. So I haven't had one since. And then downloading it, Kyle, costs $30 if you want it digital. But at GameStop, it's only $9. But guess what? No GameStop had it today. So I had to travel.
Probably because everybody bought it.
Yeah, everyone. They said, they already told me. My guy that works at GameStop said, the
Actually,
one that
hold
got
on.
crashed into, Van, he told me, he's like, this is bad. Like, this GameStop got crashed in. It was an old lady. Did you read the story?
Nope. Nope.
I thought it was an angry customer that went to go trade in like a system. I thought an angry customer was like, $3.98.
So what happened?
The old lady, she was going out that side where Bank of America is, and that's the do not enter side. So she went to reverse, but she floored and went straight into the building. It just opened up today again. It was closed down all the way since you put that article out. Lady backed all the way up and halfway into the store. And
During school vacation, that's got to be like the worst time that you could possibly have to be closed.
Everyone had to go to the one at the mall, and yeah.
Yeah, no one likes GameStop anyway, so it's not like they were missing any business.
Exactly. So I got a copy though.
Well, that's good that you found one. What else happened during the conference?
After that, Phil came on, and him and Larry Herb are talking. You know, Larry Herb's the greatest of all time. Him and Larry Herb are talking. Larry Herb, I had a chance to meet him, but Kyle messed that up. Phil and Larry talking, and Phil,
How did I mess that up?
Larry says,
Notice, by the way, they got rid of that other girl and added Larry.
yes, because that girl was the worst girl. Van, you really hated her, Van.
Yeah.
Van,
I noticed that.
I think they only had that girl group because March was Women's History Month.
True.
They
I think that's why they did it.
I noticed that immediately. Immediately, as soon as it turned on and it had Larry, I was like, oh.
This is the most they had Larry on an episode. Like Larry,
They had him on the entire thing.
He was on the entire episode.
They should.
Larry is the mascot for Microsoft. He's like the Reggie. He's the Reggie for Microsoft.
Can I say I'm sick of these custom design controllers by now? I do like them. They're nice.
They're dope, but no one
like,
cares.
stop talking about them. I don't care.
Hey, more hardware stuff.
But Larry Herb and Phil are talking. Larry says to Phil, you be on the go. How do you be playing your game still? So you knew they were, hinting to what the whole portable Xbox thing is. And Phil started explaining like how he has his own server and it's in testing phase. He was playing in Japan because Phil was giving little hints out. Like he was like kind of saying things to not say it. Like he was like, I've been in Japan.
Yeah.
And he would like say it like, I've been working a lot in Japan.
Yeah.
And we got a lot more support.
Yep.
Like last year at our E3 showing, you've seen that it was a lot of
Like
Japanese
literally
support.
talking like that.
Pretty much.
He's like, we had a lot of Japanese support, and now we have it more than ever. So get ready for a lot of Japanese support for our future. But he talked about the whole portable Xbox thing. He's been playing Destiny 2.
You mean Japanese support like this?
Yes, like that. And that is the one I had, Kyle. That's the one I had. I know because
Did you want this?
Oh, my God,
Did you want
Kyle.
this one, Andre?
I hate you, Kyle,
Oh,
man.
did you want that one?
I hate you, Kyle, man. But, yeah, they announced Ninja Gaiden 2, Fable 2, Fable 3. They're all enhanced, Kyle. They're all 4K enhanced for us, Kyle. So now we have to go back and beat Ninja Gaiden at the same time together, all right?
No! Do you realize this is going to give me bigger headaches now because it's in 4K? Oh, no.
Me and my boys were talking about who the hardest boss in that game was, other than the final
Everyone.
boss. We said everyone in that game's hard, but we all kind of agreed that stupid worm in the train station.
No, all of them are horrible. But actually, no, the stupid worm, especially that damn worm.
Yeah. That's probably the worst thing in that game. But anyways.
That's the worst thing ever.
Yeah. That Fable 2, Fable 3 got all 4K enhancements. And I haven't seen Ninja Gaiden 2 yet, but I can't wait to see how good it looks. Because Fable 2 looks really, really good.
Nope.
Fable 2 looks really good in 4K. Like, they did enhance it. It looks really good. Listen, but then other than that, they talked about E3. What the plans are. I hate the Fan Fest idea. All right. So first off, I'm going to E3. Y'all know that. The thing I'm pissed about is that I'm going on the official days of E3, which are Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Those are the official days, but of course Microsoft's thing is on Sunday. The Fan
when
Fest
are
thing,
you flying in?
I'm flying in Monday. I'll be there Monday morning.
Oh, boy.
I'll be there Monday morning.
Why?
I don't understand why not.
Why didn't you just fly in like 2 days, like
because
on Saturday? You know that these conferences are happening.
No, listen. If I flew in on Saturday, right, I would have my airplane ticket alone will go up like another $300 because I still would leave Friday. So my airplane ticket would go up buku money. Like, I did one extra day, and we're doing an Airbnb too. Like I told you, we're doing an Airbnb, and that already costs a good amount. So with 2 more days added, actually 3 more days added, you're going. And then FanFest is stupid. You can't just go. You can't. How they do FanFest is.
Oh, that's so dumb.
They said. The FanFest is the dumbest thing ever. How FanFest works, Van, so y'all know how bad it is.
Do you have to pay? Did you have to pay before you find out you even went?
No. You enter a draw. You enter a draw. Yep. If they say you've been chosen to go, then you pay $45, get your ticket, and then you go. That's not anything included. You just get that ticket and go. It's random drawing. You don't even know if you're going.
And they said 700 people?
Yeah.
700 people.
What's the chances of me and my guys being chosen? There's 8 of us. What's the chances of all 8 of us being chosen?
Yeah. Out of how many thousands of people are probably going to do?
I told you I hate how they do FanFest. The only thing I'm excited about, because that Sunday I'll be able to watch it with you guys. Then that Monday I leave, and whenever they show Sunday, I'll be able to play Tuesday at E3 because they're going to have Xbox events going on at the Microsoft Theater the whole entire E3. So I'm mad I can't be in the audience, but I mean, one step at a time. I'm going to E3. That's already a leap for me. But I do wish I could be there for them announcements because I already know some of the things going to be talked about this year, Kyle. Like,
hi, Kyle, Dad.
Tell Pops we said what up. Yo. He said, yo.
My Papa Duke says hello.
But Kyle, since we both love Gears.
Oh.
And we were talking. I was just talking.
This was random.
I suddenly did not get a headache anymore.
This is random though. No.
What's
random?
This becoming an esport.
It should have been an esport.
Always an esport. It's always been an esport. That's not in the E-League.
But that's what I'm saying. Then it's not an esport.
Yeah, because E-League is like different than just being an esport though. Like now it's
but they have the Gears Pro circuit.
Yeah, that's true.
Just because it's not in the E-League doesn't mean it's not an esport.
That's true. But now it's on a bigger stage. Now it's gonna be a TBS literally a week after E3. I mean, 2 weeks after E3 week.
Yep.
That's pretty dope. But Gears, and then the best part, Kyle, this is why I know at E3 we're going to be playing Gears 5 because it's going to be at the tournament, and it's already going to be shown by that point. So Gears 5 is going to be playable at E3, obviously. But the fact that this tournament is being run through Gears 5 already, I'm just like, oh. So people got their damn hands on Gears 5 already. That's what I was thinking about.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just like, people are playing Gears 5, man. I'm so pissed off right now. Like,
people have been playing Gears 5 for a while. It's called the Coalition.
Yeah. But the tournament they're holding, these are players that already got their hands on Gears 5. Because these are all
the pro players in that with the invitation.
I cannot wait. I care more about the story right now for Gears because after Gears 4, you know how we feel, Kyle. But yeah, Gears 5 is now going to be E-League. Really dope. Going to be on TBS. the week after E3, which is dope. I don't have the exact date, so I'm not going to give a date. Just a week after E3.
I think it was June 14th.
I think it was 2. That's pretty dope. But other than that, they really did. Oh, the Game Pass and Gold, which we've been saying for a while, they should have been done. They're combining them.
Which is
15 a month.
15 a month, which is saving $5 extra.
Saving $5, yeah.
But they didn't say. They still didn't say the year thing.
That's what I need, man. If they do a 3 month to a year for this, I'm sold. But the 1 month thing, I don't know if I can swing $15 a month. 15 times 12 is a lot of money. 15 times 12 is a lot of money. I'm just saying, man. 15 times 12 is. Give me a year, man.
He said 15 times 12 is a lot of money.
Yo,
Not the exact number. Just 15 times 12 is a lot
that's
of
a
money.
lot of money.
So, all right, we're talking about 180, right? So
That's 180?
180.
See, man.
So, how much is Game Pass for a year?
10 times 12.
Is it 10 times 12, or do they have a year pass?
Oh my God, 120.
120.
But don't they have?
No, they only do monthly too.
I thought they had a year thing.
They'll give you 3-month deals and stuff, but they don't have a year deal yet.
So is it 49?
Oh, wait a minute. I thought they did.
What, year one?
I'm pretty sure they
Not
did
that
a
I
year
know.
one, Mr.
If they have a year one, I'm gonna get it today.
I'm almost certain they have a year one.
Find a year one.
They
for
have
me.
a year one, and you didn't know. Oh.
You talking about CD keys?
Oh, no, I ain't talking about CD keys.
Game Pass, $75. GD.
Oh God, I'm getting that. I didn't know that. I did not know that.
So 75 plus. But see, I don't get that. Hold on, 75.
I did not
Yeah,
know
so
they
it's
had a
100.
year. That just made my night knowing that.
120.
I'm trying to paint a month.
Think about this, right? 120 plus how much is games gold?
Was it 60, Kyle?
60 a year.
60. It's 180.
180, yep.
Oh, so you're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Yep, so...
I just don't like the 15 because monthly ones, sometimes you forget. You know how there's that automatic renewal? When you get stuck in automatic renewal, you are screwed. You are screwed.
Oh, well, yeah.
That happened in my son's account. Now I have to pay 25, even though I'm doing the monthly. I just did 3 months for them, but I have to finish that 25 on the next payment when it comes up. I'm like,
Yep.
but the gold and Game Pass deal is sweet. I think it's a really good deal. I just
They should have been doing
They
that.
should have
I don't know what's taking them
been
so
done it.
long.
And then it's still not out. They said that for the insiders like me, of course. I'll be able to try it in the next few weeks or so. But that was a real good Mickey Mouse. You sound just like Mickey Mouse for a minute.
I'm an Xbox Insider.
I hope you clip that damn thing. Kyle, you need to clip that, man.
We'll clip it later.
But the Xbox Ultimate, really good deal. But I mean, like I said, I just need a 3-month, 6-month deal with that, so I don't keep getting caught up paying $15 a month. But it's a good deal though, Kyle.
Can I ask you a question though?
What?
How is this in an alpha testing?
I have no idea.
How is this? But what are we alpha testing? Like, is the server different?
I don't know what it is, honestly.
Because that doesn't make sense.
Man,
It's
you know
like, well, wait a minute. How come it's coming out later this
You know why, Kyle?
year?
It's probably because they want to see who goes with it. Like because even if you're alpha testing, they don't give it for free. You still got to pay for that. So like
Yeah,
on my
but I mean, you could have done it like announced it and released it at E3.
I would have
at
waited
the latest.
I would have waited for E3.
Like, you could do it next month.
Yeah.
That's what I don't understand. Like, why is this an alpha testing thing
I agree.
that it's going to get released later this year for, like, towards the holiday season?
Yeah,
That doesn't make sense.
I don't
You're
know.
not alpha testing anything. You're on the same server, or at least I think you're on the same server as regular Game Pass.
No, I think
Unless it's a totally different server.
hold up, Kyle. I think you're mixing the alpha testing he said he was doing with the Project X and what this is. Because this is, I think they said for the Ultimate that
Oh,
this
maybe
would.
I am.
Yeah, because for the Ultimate they said that the insiders will get access to it first. Then for the one that Phil said, he said that they're alpha testing Project X Cloud right now. Because I think that's the only time I heard alpha. It probably was that. It probably because
Yeah, but you know what? That is true, because they might be talking about the alpha testing for Project X Cloud. But they did still say that this Ultimate thing is coming out later this year.
Yeah. Which
And still makes 0 sense.
Kyle, you know why? For the all digital, they're gonna have bundles up the butt with this all digital thing. Watch, I'm telling you now, they're gonna for parents. Think how easy this is to trick a parent, Kyle.
Oh God, yeah.
Think how easy this is to trick a parent.
Oh God, yeah.
They're gonna when their parent comes to go get their kid a system for Christmas, they're gonna say, you can get the Xbox digital, and guess what? You can get Game Pass and Gold, what you need. Just think of explaining this, Kyle. Like, you worked at GameStop like I did. Explaining this, Kyle, is going to be, so this is the system, right? There's no disc that go in this, but guess what? You get this amount of games, 100. When a parent has 100 games for $10 a month, they're going to think, oh, my God, I got to get this. And you get gold, and then you have to explain to them that gold, you need that to work on. Kyle. Come on now, it's a marketing thing.
You do realize that this is probably going to be essentially more expensive than just getting a normal Xbox game.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to end up costing you like $350 after all said and done.
Oh my God. This thing literally is a complete waste of time.
It
just
is.
because simply the fact that you can play all these games on a PC.
Yeah.
So many people, have already. I literally could use my Game Pass right now that I just recently got that I haven't really used yet on my PC.
Yep.
Right now.
Pretty dope.
Drives me nuts.
Like Phil said, he wants you to be able to play everywhere, including Kyle's console, the Switch.
That's very true.
And he explained it once again, like I keep saying, he explained once again how playing on any other thing, you're still logged into Microsoft.
Xbox.
So it's like no matter even when you're playing PC, even when your gamer tag, you can't even play it without having a gamer tag, which I never thought of. You can't have a PC name and play these Xbox games. You have to have a tag.
Xbox gamer tag.
You have to have a gamer tag. So thinking about that, I understand it now. Because even if you're playing on the Switch, if anything, that takes you away from playing from your Switch in a way. It takes you away from playing your Switch because you're playing with your Switch, but you're logged into. It shows you as a user on the Microsoft server at that time.
Right.
So I get the marketing. I don't like it, but I get it. And the only reason why I don't like it, it's not because of the Switch, because I love the fact that they're doing something with Switch. It's the fact that I don't want this happening with PS4. If I see that PlayStation 4 users able to have a Game Pass, I'm going to kill myself. I am going to kill myself, resurrect, come back, go to Microsoft, do some things I can't say on here, and then I'm going to, If they do that, if Xbox games are playable on PlayStation 4, Kyle, I don't know what I'm going to do.
If Xbox games are playable on PlayStation 4, which probably would lead to being playable on PlayStation 5, why are they coming out with systems?
Kyle, they can't do that. I don't even want to think about it.
You can't.
It's getting me mad just thinking about it.
You can't. You cannot do that. That doesn't make any sense.
Nope.
At all. It's bad enough that you can play these things on the PC.
Yep.
And I get that Microsoft is connected to PC because they're the PC company.
Yep.
So I totally understand why they're doing it. But the point is, you're making it, which actually, now that I'm saying all this stuff, might be a better idea since all their hardware sales are this high and software is this low.
Yeah.
So maybe it makes more sense. But
It gets more people to play the game because you're still logging into your Xbox every time you play. So
they're just console happy.
Yeah.
That's the one thing Microsoft's always been is just console happy. They love to just design the consoles and not worry about what comes out for the consoles.
We'll see
It's
this
always
year.
been their MO.
We'll see this year. You heard what Phil Spencer said. All them people they partnered with last year, they plan on having something showing this year.
Yep.
So
we'll see.
We'll see.
I mean, and now it's all eyes on them.
I told my guy at GameStop today. He said you picked the worst year to go to E3. I said you got to remember who my company is. I said I picked the best year to go to E3. I said the decision's up to them. Because I said now everything's on them. Because they have and Phil's aware of that, and that's what gets me excited, Kyle. Because I'm like, he's aware of that. Microsoft's aware. They couldn't ask for something better. They already did a great E3 last year compared to their previous ones.
Yes.
So this right here, if you just show games, Gears 5, we got to remember, we're getting Halo Infinite showing this year. They already said it. We're gonna find out what
Yep.
this new Halo's about. Is it open world like people are saying? Is it the typical hit? It's gonna be co-op split screen. That already is a plus because they already said they would never go back to not having couch co-op on this again. So, Battletoads, Kyle, the new Fable that the people that made Forza are working on. I mean, there's a lot of
Well,
possibilities.
I mean, that's not officially Fable.
It's not officially Fable.
It's not officially Fable, but
It's not. But I'm rocking with it. And because Ninja Gaiden 2 just came back was compatible, Kyle, that gives me hope for me to say 3 years in a row. Maybe.
oh my God.
Hey, Kyle, can I give you a theory real quick before we go?
I hope it's not a. Wait, did they? Hold on. Oh no, Team Ninja made it. I was gonna say Ninja Theory.
No.
Never
No.
mind.
You see what you just said? I was going to tie into that.
Okay.
I think Ninja Theory
Yeah.
is going to take over.
Don't say it.
Yeah, I'm not going to
No.
say the rest.
No.
I don't need to say the rest. What else do I need to say?
Don't. No. We don't need a fourth one.
We don't need them. We don't need a
We
fourth
don't
one.
need one.
No, we don't need a fourth one.
Kyle,
No.
put that case back up to
No.
the screen. Put that case
No.
back up to this damn screen right now.
I gotta look away. I'll get a headache.
We don't need a fourth one of that.
No. Please no.
My number 2 game of all time.
No, I don't wanna.
I don't want to.
I don't wanna.
3 was bad.
Because you know I'm gonna. Well, I never played 3, and I'm glad I didn't because
Don't.
it just looks terrible.
Robotic.
But let's put it this way: if it comes out, if 4, yeah, I'd have to, and then I'm like, I don't want. I don't want to.
2's already gonna give me a headache replaying it.
It's bad enough that I still have to do Ninja Gaiden Black on stream Master Ninja because I told you I'd do it.
Yeah, you owe that.
Oh, why?
Dang. But that's all Xbox showed yesterday. Nothing to blow out the water. I honestly don't even think they needed to do this. It was just like giving a little update. I guess they're not coming. They're not doing nothing for
preview.
May. They said they're not doing anything for May. I believe because everything has to be focused on E3 now. But we will see. We will see.
All right, here's a quick question. Speaking of E3, so going back to Nintendo, Joker gets released finally.
Which one?
Joker.
Oh, yeah.
So here's the question: does Nintendo do a Smash Direct before E3?
Yes.
Announces the new character.
No, they do it at E3.
They do it at
Yeah,
E3.
you have to use that stage, man. Joker was already big when he was announced because wasn't he announced at the Game Awards?
Yes.
Yes.
You top that with doing E3 and give us Kyle's character that he's predicting is gonna happen.
Oh.
If that happens, oh my!
Oh.
If that happens, Kyle, I think I would poop myself, man. I feel like I would literally need to depends on. I'm aware it depends at E3 just in case.
See, the funny thing is, when they were talking about, after Joker getting released, they said they were going to have content through February 2020. So that's why I'm like, wow, they still have 4 more characters. And if they wait till E3, that's not a whole lot of time for the other 3 to have to come out.
Yeah.
Unless they already have them prepared. So.
I mean, they could announce him at E3 and then say he comes out in the fall.
Maybe. They could. Or maybe they drop a huge bombshell and they say the next character is available that day. Which would be.
Yeah, no, that would. They don't anticipate that.
Are you
No,
still
I'm
going?
not anticipating it, but that would be.
Kyle, you still going with your prediction for the character?
I am still going with my prediction
All right.
of the character.
All right.
Because I think it's more realistic now than ever.
Yeah.
Let's go, Mech Rider.
Man, it better not be that.
What would you do if it was Mech Rider? You'd be All right, let me put it this way: if Mech Rider,
I'd be like, well, there's 3. I have 3 more chances.
if Mech Rider comes out as a DLC character, that poster was real.
Oh yeah, the one that lead.
Oh, that poster?
But Joker wasn't on it.
Joker wasn't on it. So that's why I think that's kind of. It was like the Walmart leak from last year. Some things were true and a lot wasn't. So
But most of it was.
most of it was. That is true.
That Walmart leak was awful.
Except for Borderlands 3.
It was so bad. It was so bad that they talked about it
Remember?
at E3.
He said, dude from Bethesda said it.
Yep.
He said, dude from Bethesda said, so some people don't know how to keep a secret, Walmart. I was like, oh my God. That's how you throw someone on the bus. Like, see what you done did?
Uh-huh.
But so Kyle, since you're going with those characters for Smash, I'm gonna stick with the character you don't believe is gonna happen, and me and Van think's gonna happen, and I'm gonna stand by that.
Which is what?
The one you just you would pull your hair out if this character came out for Smash.
Wait, which one? What, Crash?
Nah, Steve.
Oh no! Please no.
He's gonna happen.
No.
It's gonna happen.
No.
I don't see how you
We
don't
already
see
have
him.
Mii Fighters. We don't need Steve from Minecraft.
He fits
All right,
right
first
in.
of all, Mii Fighters are really good.
Kyle thinks
They are. That's
They
why I
are
said.
And
we
you
really
remember
don't
who
need
good.
Kyle's
Steve from
prediction is,
Minecraft.
right?
What his prediction
Yeah,
was?
what he said.
Wasn't it? Hold on. I just said it in my head, and now I forgot it. Shit.
The obvious one that I've been saying for a while now.
You've been saying since they announced that it was coming out.
Yeah, that was my bold prediction, and now it's becoming more realistic.
Oh, no, it
You
wasn't.
were just about to say it.
Crash?
Nope.
That's what
No, that's the one you don't think is going to happen, Andre. Van.
No. I don't. Yeah, definitely.
Me and Andre think it'll happen.
I can see him as a character. You know what I'm saying? And I think he'd be a
Yeah.
good fit. I just
Yeah.
don't see him being a character.
Kyle said that Cuphead was going to be in it, especially since
He's
it's come
too PlayStation. I understand Cloud wasn't PlayStation after a while. Like everyone thought Cloud was, even I did, but the Cloud's not PlayStation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Crash is PlayStation. Like that is the definition of
Well, was.
No. He is PlayStation.
Nah, PlayStation dissed
Hey,
him,
he has an
man.
Xbox game.
Yo, damn,
Oh, that's
PlayStation,
right, he does.
PlayStation dissed him, man. PlayStation just abandoned Crash. They're like, we don't care about Crash anymore. He's on every system now.
Until recently.
So, all right, who did you say again?
He said Cuphead.
Oh, that's right. No.
Well, that's two of them then, because I did say Cuphead, but I was thinking about the other one.
Oh, Banjo?
Yeah.
Yeah. Banjo has to happen. I feel like Banjo.
Oh yeah, I feel like it should.
Banjo fits right in that universe though. Like Banjo would be the best fit.
I'm trying to think because I just thought of a good one in my head, and I'm just trying to remember who it was.
See, I don't. Now that I think about it, I don't think Cuphead will be announced because then they would have to have Mugman, and Mugman would have to be an Echo Fighter.
True.
No, they would just make him a suit. It would be
yeah, just change
Cuphead
the
or
color.
Mugman, just like
You like
Cooper Jr.?
Yeah,
Bowser
true.
Jr.?
Bowser Jr.
Yeah,
They can do that. That's true.
That's
That
true.
would-
They could do that.
that would be what it. That's what it would be.
I think Cuphead.
it would
fit
even
right
be.
in.
It would even be the girl option too.
Yeah. I think Cuphead would fit right in. Like Mugman.
Oh, that reminds me. What happened to that Cuphead DLC
It comes out.
that they said nothing about since E3 last
Yeah,
year?
they
I know
haven't
it's
said
got a
anything.
release date, but
When's the release day?
they said it was. Well, actually, no, they don't have a release
I
date.
thought it was April.
They said it was coming out this year.
They said early spring 2019, and it's not. We haven't heard
Right.
anything about it.
Right.
The whole challenge thing. I can't wait for that to come out.
Yeah, they've said
We'll see.
nothing about that either.
We'll see. That's all. Like I said, that's all they showed yesterday. And as far as Nintendo goes, I can see Banjo.
Hoopla.
I'm with you, Kyle. With Steve's coming.
No.
Just because you don't want him,
No.
don't mean he ain't coming. Minecraft is
I
the most
swear.
popular game
Listen.
still.
If Steve is in that game, I'll trade him in.
Would you guys mind be blown if they announce Master Chief?
Oh, I would.
Master Chief for Smash? What? That wouldn't make sense.
Joker
Why wouldn't
didn't
it make
make sense.
Joker didn't make sense.
No, like Master Chief doesn't make like any sense.
Snake didn't make
Like
any
Joker,
sense.
there's some
Snake.
sense.
Snake.
Kyle,
sense.
Snake.
There was some sense.
Kyle Snake.
Master Chief made no sense.
Kyle Snake.
I just said Snake made some
How
sense.
did Snake make sense?
Bayonetta made some
Or
sense.
Kratos.
They'd have to have a hell of a deal with Sony.
Dude, I don't care how bad. They could make him the worst character in the game. It would be impossible, but they could, and I
And
would
he'd
I
be
would
your man.
still pick Kratos
Oh,
over
yeah.
everybody.
That's not even a.
I would be bad with pride.
Well, me and Kyle are gonna fight over Banjo because if they announce Banjo, I don't care how bad he is. I'm using the hell out of Banjo.
I'm trying to think because
Speaking of things that we should announce, we still have to announce our pay-per-view.
Oh yeah, but we don't even have a date for that.
It's supposed to be
This
Saturday.
is this Saturday.
Oh, is this Saturday?
It's
What
this
time though?
Saturday.
Because I'm not staying a full day.
You're not staying a full day.
No.
Well, what time are you staying till?
At least 4 or 5.
So what time works for you, Kyle?
I can get up. Well, I get out of work at 12:30.
On
so I
Saturday?
could be up there. What?
On Saturday?
on Saturday.
Oh, shoot. 10, 11, 11. I could do like 12. You say you get out at 12:30?
I get out at 12:30.
Because I would have to leave around the same time Van would have to go. Like, I have to be out there. I mean, they're not long. Mario Kart matches ain't long.
You
No,
guys
they're
can
not
even do
long.
it here in the stream room.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, we are streaming it.
I mean, you
right?
could do it on the stage. You know what I mean? It's.
I mean, we are streaming it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was making sure. But because Andre was like, "Oh, we no streaming, no." I'm like, "We got."
No, I didn't care about streaming. I didn't care about the streaming.
Yeah, it was the environment because
Yeah.
we were at CT GamerCon.
It was.
We were on a somewhat big stage, but then I was on a really big stage. Sorry.
We're gonna have that trophy ready, Kyle. I'm gonna use my football trophy at home as a replica right now. This is gonna be the temporary trophy.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Was there anything else that we had to cover, boys?
That was it.
E3 is coming sooner than we think.
Yeah, coming right around
We're
the
pretty
corner.
much 2 months, if not less than 2 months away.
We'll announce something big in what we do here. For
I'll be here for the Microsoft E3 still. So
no, you're not. You're gonna be on a.
Sunday. It's on Sunday.
Yeah, but you're gonna be leaving when Monday.
Yeah.
But how long's the flight to California?
6 hours. Because it's nonstop. Yeah. Like
Who
6
knows? Maybe me and Kyle will be joining you on a flight to E3.
I hope so.
Oof.
I hope so. I really, really hope so.
Like I told Andre, if that Mario Kart tournament went a completely different way, I'd be talking E3 right now.
We'll have to
But
talk. We'll have to
it
talk.
didn't.
Definitely.
We'll have to talk.
And you don't have to pay. You don't even have to pay for E3.
But it's a little complicated though. Like you don't get all the perks.
I mean, you don't get the perks with what I have. I have the 250 one, and I don't get any perks. The only one you get perks with is the 950 one, which is crazy. I mean, free breakfast, lunch, getting
Yeah,
catered.
but that's yeah.
I can't afford no 950, dude. Like the
my-
plane ticket, me and my wife together is gonna be like 700. And then the Airbnb's cheap. Like that's why if you go with people, it makes it a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know.
I hope if my brothers can go,
I may
oh my
take a
God.
train.
Yeah, if y'all can go, it would be the best thing ever.
He's taking a train to E3,
That's
just like
24
he's taking a
hours.
train to PAX West.
I've never been on a plane in my life, so I'm
Right?
petrified. But
I would take a plane just as long as I have a drug that would put me to sleep.
I'm petrified. I'm gonna pray the entire trip. Like I'm
Just-
scared.
Have you been on? You haven't been on a plane
I've
before?
never been on a plane in my life.
Oh.
The anxiety is a lot worse than the
You
actual
know what's
flight.
crazy, Kyle? I've been on jets, but I've never been on a plane. Isn't that crazy?
That's the same thing.
Nah. A jet's smaller, faster, and the trip gets.
Oh,
done a
you
lot.
mean like a military?
Yeah. Like I've been on because when I was doing my book, they were paying for private trips for me to
jets.
go. So that was different.
Gotcha.
But a plane, I'm so.
No, trust me, a jet is worse because if it hits turbulence, it will hit turbulence a lot worse than a regular big plane.
Oh yeah,
will.
definitely. I just feel like I've always had a smooth. I've never had a ride
Yeah.
where I was like, oh my god.
Turbulence, yeah.
But planes.
Your anxiety is worse than the actual flight.
I know.
Because
Yeah.
I'm terrified of flying, and my anxiety was way worse than the flight itself. So,
We'll see. I hope y'all can go though, man. I would, man. That would literally make the rest of my dream come true. Because E3 is my dream, but be going with my brothers. Because I'm going with family. You know what I mean? But they don't know like we know. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? That's the difference. So when I'm like, hey, you see this? Like if I'm like, oh yeah, I played it. It's okay.
us being reactionary together is a
yeah.
lot different. I get it.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
I get it.
we'll see.
Oh shit! That goes that hard drive. All right, boys. Well, that's us for us today. We're signing off, and we'll talk more E3 and PAX West
Yes.
next episode. So that's it for us. We'll catch you guys next Thursday, same time, same channel. Until then, we'll talk to you guys later.
Peace. Hadouken!
With the